Good afternoon. Thanks for being here today for our team award. You know, we created the Team Excellence and Merit, the acronym for TEAM, a while ago. For those in public service who go above and beyond. And they don't do it for recognition. But, you know, I think it's incumbent upon us a little bit because we see it every day. We see it having 60 police departments, so 59, one does the job, but 2 towns. But recognize our police, our fire, our EMTs, and also our civilians, because what we're seeing more and more is people working hand in hand for the greater good. I get into this job to help people, and I know that most of our, if not all of our first responders did as well. So for the month of January, we're going to recognize Douglas Police Officer Michael Branch, Douglas Police Officer Elias Phones. Did I pronounce that right? Phonies.
Yep.
I apologize, I should have got that. And Douglas Deputy Fire Chief John Furno. Also, Douglas Assistant Fire Chief Kelly Manning. Douglas Firefighter Captain Adam Furno. Douglas Firefighter Lieutenant Corey Stevens. Douglas Firefighter Ryan Norton. Douglas Firefighter Lieutenant Joe Overley. Douglas Firefighter Danica McCallum. And Civilian Mark Rousseau, who's here with us today. On September 24th, 2022, just around 5:15 p.m., Douglas Police and EMS were dispatched to the area of 94 North Street for a report of a 2-vehicle crash. Officers Branch and Phonies arrived on the scene within minutes and saw a Jeep with minor head-on damage on the lawn nearby. The driver of the Jeep was not hurt, but there was a second vehicle, a pickup truck, which had veered off of the road into a handicapped ramp attached to 94 North Street in Douglas, and that truck had heavy front-end damage and the airbag had been deployed. Mark Rousseau, a civilian, was trying to help the driver of the truck, a 76-year-old man from Hopedale, Mass. The situation was where the driver had a faint pulse, but was not breathing. As Officer Branch prepared his medical equipment to help the driver breathe, Mr. Rousseau stated that he could no longer feel the pulse. Officer Branch then began CPR on the 76-year-old man and continued for several minutes. Just moments before EMS arrived, the officer detected a pulse. Douglas Firefighter Lieutenant Joe Overley and Firefighter Danica McCallum helped remove the driver from the pickup truck and continued life-saving measures on him. It was a very chaotic scene. The driver was taken to an area hospital where his physical health improved, where he recovered, where he was brought back. The driver is home now and he's in the care of his family. And a few of these team awards, like I mentioned, now involve civilians working with our police, our firefighters, our EMS, just to do the greater good. Sharing this singular goal together to care and help another person in need is something I'm always awestruck by, the quick reactions. I mean, it's also training, but it's more than that. It's a passion. It's a single mind thought that everyone involved has to help. The people that, and they certainly don't do it for the awards, but they certainly don't need to be recognized as or biased for their compassion and dedication. They certainly do need to be recognized, and that is why we're here, but that's not why they're doing it. I'm incredibly grateful, always, and I'm always humbled and in awe of the people that do this every day. We're so fortunate to have these talented and devoted people helping to protect the citizens of our county. Today we're honored to present them with our team award. And I just want to read the quote from the man in the arena. Let's just call it, Roosevelt didn't call it the man of the woman, but we're going to call it the man of the woman in the arena. It's not the critic who counts, nor the man or woman who points out the strong man and woman stumbles, or where the doer deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man or the woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself or herself in a worthy cause, with the best knows at the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he or she fails, at least fails while trying, while daring brightly, so that his or her place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. I want to recognize everyone, but before we do, Chief Miglianico.
Thank you, D.A. Early. I just want to thank District Attorney Early for coming out today, taking time out of his busy schedule with his team to recognize all of our exceptional first responders. We're very fortunate here in Douglas. We have dedicated first responders who go above and beyond every day. It's not every day that we have a happy outcome like we had on this one. And thanks to Mr. Rousseau for stepping in first before the officers got there. It's because of what every one of you did that day that that man is home with his family. And it's always great to recognize you guys for your great work and girls. So thank you very much. Chief, that's it.
I also would like to thank District Attorney Early for coming as well today. I think it's very important to recognize the fact that our public safety departments work together for the greater good of the people that we serve in town. They are our responsibility, and it's a heavy weight at times. I want to commend the police officers who were on scene first, and all the members of the fire department. You deserve every bit of accolades that comes your way. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Russo, you want to say a word?
I'd like to thank all the police and the EMTs for your service. Very well appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russo. All right, we got a little bit of a list today. You know, working together as a joint, come on, be a chief. Working together is a force multiplier. And first name is Elias Bonus. Next, Michael Branch. Next, Kelly Manning.
He's on vacation. Okay, he's on vacation. I'll accept that.
Adam Furno. Corey Stevens. Joe Overly. John Furno. Kevin Norton. Brian Norton. Mark Rousseau.
Sir?
And last but not least, this new one, these just kind of sticking together. Danica McKellum. Could the award winners come right back up here so we can grab a picture? Yeah, right. Wherever you want. You want to get in front of the people?
Go on either side of the building.
Come on, everyone. down here. How's that? Thank you, everybody. Any questions?
Chief, can we get an update on the search in Brookfield?
Yeah, I'll get to that in just one sec. Any questions with regards to this? I just want to add, everything moves seamlessly. It's a result of leadership, two chiefs, your captains, your deputy chiefs. Everyone just moves so seamlessly in this. This guy's alive because of what they did today. It doesn't get any better than that on this job, because too often we're talking to people in pain who have lost something. I thank you and I applaud everybody. I'm humbled to be in your presence. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, with regards to Brookfield, we're going to be putting out some additional pictures today. I don't know if Scott has it here.
Yes.
You got it? Oh, Lindsay.
No.
Okay, we're going to have some additional pictures. They're going to show Brittany's appearance shortly prior to when she was last seen on January 10th. This surveillance footage comes from pictures that were taken on January 6th, 2023. She was in a store. Ground search is scheduled to resume in Brookfield on Saturday. Today they're doing other logistics, just setting up other areas that are going to be searched into the investigation about Brittany T's whereabouts. State police and local agencies, including the Mass State Police Marine Unit, Mass State Police Dive Unit, and the Environmental Police, and local agencies will be assisting in the search. And the Worcester Police Department cadets, just a couple of weeks away from graduation, have volunteered. They're going to be working with the state police and used as additional manpower. And it's nice the way everyone is coming together. Whenever you get additional agencies, it's a force multiplier. In the meantime, all the investigators are continuing to review all the video that's been submitted from people, and we thank them for that, the digital information, and all the tips that have been coming in our efforts to locate Brittany. We appreciate all the members of the public who have given us tips, and if you've been putting off looking at your video, please take a look at it. We've had some great stuff come in. Again, if it doesn't show us exactly where she might be, it does help us eliminate some areas so that they can focus on the areas where we're hoping we'll find Brittany and we'll hope to find her alive. Again, the tips can be done anonymously, and we encourage anyone with information to call the dedicated tip line at 508-453-7589, and the tips can be left anonymously. Any questions on that?
It concerns, one with the weather coming in this weekend, tomorrow especially, that the search will be hampered by that. And two, are you recommending that civilians not help in the search and leave it to police and professionals?
Look, we do, let's put it this way, the weather's always a concern, yeah. Bad weather doesn't help in a search, no. But again, they're professionals, just like all of these men and women. They know how to go out, they know how to search, they know how to work together, and that's what we do. That's one of the strengths that we do have. With regards to searching on your own, I'm not looking to discourage anyone. We're not looking to discourage anyone from doing that, but we do recommend you don't do it alone. If you're looking, it's good to combine yourself, if you can, to the roadways. Here is just off the road so that no one else gets lost. We don't have anyone go missing, especially in bad weather. But we want the public's help, whether it be tips, whether it be video, and even walking the roadways in the area around Quaybog Pond or those type of areas. Street searches are always helpful, and I guess in some of these circumstances, because of the wooded conditions, a little bit preferred. Okay?
What will the search radius be on Saturday?
I haven't talked to them yet. Everyone's boots on the ground right now in Brookfield, so I'm going to talk to them a little bit, and we'll see what we got from there.
Thanks.
But again, it's still search scene. It's not what could be considered a criminal investigation at this point, and we'll just keep going with facts lead us. And again, I want to thank everyone, but please, if you have information, no matter how small, forward the information on. All right. And again, I want to thank everyone in Douglas, and great job. Great job. I really am humbled to be in your presence. This award, and I haven't met anyone yet looking for an accolade when they saved a life, but it's awfully nice to be able to say thank you. Thanks.